Hello. So I was taking a walk in the neighborhood, walking my dog, Leo Muntu. Hey, Leo, say hello. Good boy. And I started thinking about the drainage problem in Lusaka. Um, Quite all right, that's an engineering problem. It's actually a civil engineering problem. But I think it's not all about engineers not engineering construction correctly, but I think the most important thing we need to realize is policies. What kind of policies do we have in Lusaka regarding land use, land development, and how exactly are those implemented? So when you look at a residential neighborhood like this, one of the most important aspects of land development is drainage. Every single home in this neighborhood, practically in the city of Shorewood, is engineered to drain water a certain way. So there's every single home has to drain water in one direction or the other. And obviously the most important thing is all drainage has to drain away from a home or from a structure. Also residential neighborhoods and commercial land development, grocery stores, schools, you name it, they all have this detention pond. So when there's a downpour, there's a big rain event, this is where all the water in this neighborhood, well, in our neighborhood we have several of these detention ponds, and you can fish, you can do this, but the most important function for this is to hold water for a while until the rivers can actually take that water away downstream. So this is what we need in Lusaka. Lusaka needs to have detention ponds all over the place. Lusaka needs to have proper drainage, a lot of drainage, especially from the roads. Some of it is actually under the roads. There's pipes under these roads that takes water to certain locations. When you look at a lot of road construction in Zambia, even the new roads that are being constructed in Luansha Fisenge area, you just look at it like there's absolutely zero consideration for drainage here. You know, it's like there's no drainage being engineered in these roads. You just get some asphalt and some aggregate and you pave a road. You're like, where's the water going to be going? And the water, hey, what the... That dude. Anyways, so drainage is a critical aspect in any kind of construction, residential or otherwise. And when you look at these homes, nobody's just gonna wake up one day and say, I'm gonna put a wall fence around my house. Heck no. The neighborhood is not gonna allow you to do that. The city itself is not gonna allow you to do that. There are some specific types of fencing that are allowed in every neighborhood, you know. And obviously the most important thing is, you know, you have to keep that curb appeal for a home. The neighborhood has to be appealing. And most of the homes kind of look the same, you know, a lot of green spaces. And if somebody starts building wall fences for this kind of neighborhood, you start messing up the drainage of the water, and you start causing floods. And another aspect here that you're going to look at is there are no servant quarters. There are no additional structures around most of these homes. You just don't wake up and start building servant quarters and garage extensions and this, that, or the other behind your home. The homeowners association has to approve any kind of improvement you want to implement at your home. You just don't start constructing mongolo. You know, every single structure has an impact on drainage, and every single structure you extend to your home has an impact on the value of your home and the value of your neighborhood. And so I think Lusaka need to rethink the way they look at construction. Yeah, the floods and the drainage is a disaster, to put it mildly. And I'm hoping that other cities can actually learn some lessons from what's going on in Lusaka and stop constructing things mongolo. Leave some spaces for, green spaces for parks. In this neighborhood, we have 4 or 5 parks where kids can just go and swing and run around and ride bikes, and it's good for especially kids to have spaces to run around. Not every single green space somebody has to build something there. No. It really impacts the quality of life of everybody living in a certain jurisdiction. So by Lusaka, you may want to rethink the so-called development you have there, because and with regards to the pricing of the improvement in Lusaka, it's been estimated that it's going to require about $1 billion to improve drainage in Lusaka. I'm a little skeptical about that number. I think we need a lot of estimates. You just don't get an estimate from one company and run with it. I'm optimistic. It's less than $1 billion. It could be more, but at the end of the day, we need a lot more extra estimates in that regard. And also, that's not a chunk of money that has to be sourced at one time. It can be sourced in phases. My preferred method of sourcing that kind of funding to improve drainage in Lusaka is to start issuing some additional taxes. For every retail place can have a tax to improve drainage in Lusaka. Some permits need to be permitting fees, but the most important thing is really implementation of city ordinances and building standards and land use standards. You just don't wake up and start selling plots and you say, oh, this plot now it's going to be it used to be a farm, now it's going to be a residential area. It's like, come on. Somebody's got to develop that land. Somebody's got to have some, utilities run in that space, some drainage mechanisms in that space. Again, stop selling land mongolo, and most importantly, stop building things mongolo. God bless the Republic of Zambia. Bye-bye now.